Hey guys, how's everyone? Hope everyone's doing good. So something just came out and it involves Acura, and it's pretty disappointing because it's a major problem that they're going through, and it kind of makes you second guess the reputation that they have. I've personally gone through this experience with this problem. So many other vehicles did too. But what just came out seems kind of like a cover up, and it might make you think twice about where you buy your next vehicle. So I definitely want to keep you guys informed on this. So let me go ahead and share exactly what happened and how you can be protected. So if you have an Acura or you've followed anything about them, you'll know that they have one major problem right now that's affecting quite a few vehicles. Mine just fell victim to it too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it has to do with the super handling all-wheel drive system. And it affected the 2021 to 2023 TLX and 2022 to 2023 MDX. I'm not sure if it went beyond these years too, because I kind of feel like it did, but this is kind of what they're focused on. But it had to do with the splines in the transfer case. What would happen, it would get stripped, and then it wouldn't be able to transfer power from the front axle to the rear axle. So in essence, it would make it just a front wheel drive vehicle when that happened. And it was happening more and more. And most of the times it was the Type S that were affected by it, but not all the times, because mine's an A-spec and mine started leaking, so they replaced my transfer case. And that's kind of the first sign of it. And then you'll start stripping the splines. But the reason is it's a huge problem is because it happens at low miles. So it's not something you're getting 100,000 miles and you kind of maybe expect it to happen. I mean, there's vehicles that have 20,000 miles on them and they just go out. So now you don't have an all-wheel drive vehicle. It's just simply a front-wheel drive vehicle. Even though the computer will show that you're getting power to all four wheels, that's not true. But here's the biggest problem. So the NHTSA looked into this because they got a lot of complaints from Acura owners saying that this should not be happening, that you blow transfer cases, I'm saying low miles, and not even abusing your vehicles. It just seems like a major defect. And if you don't have a warranty, it's a ton of money to fix. And here's what they concluded. So they denied the petition to make this a recall. That's problem number one. The second problem is they're saying that it's still safe if that happens. So their workaround on this said that the Acura super handling all-wheel drive system is primarily built as a front-wheel drive unit. And they're saying that the super handling all-wheel drive is merely a performance enhancement rather than a stability feature. And this is why they concluded that even if the super handling all-wheel drive is not operational, which it won't be if you blow the transfer case, the car will retain full stability as a front-wheel drive vehicle. And then they even pointed out that the VSA, or the Vehicle Stability Assist, will remain fully functional even if it goes to just a front-wheel drive vehicle. And that's one of the reasons why they're stating that this is not a safety issue, because everything retains the same function. It'd be as if you bought a front-wheel drive version of the TLX, so it doesn't make it unsafe. So there's been a lot of complaints about how if you're assuming it's an all-wheel drive, but it's really not, but they denied it, so they closed this case out. So right now, this will not become a recall. And the problem with that is, if you don't have a warranty on this and you're out of warranty and it blows right after warranty, you're on the hook for a ton of money. I mean, these things can be $8,000, $9,000 easy to replace. And like I said, it's a known issue. So my advice is, if you have one of these, definitely get an extended warranty on it, because the chance of it failing is kind of high. And as you see here, since it won't be a recall, they will not be forced to cover this. And I've heard of many people right now that it's blowing and they have to either sell the vehicle or just fix it. But then, like I said, I'm talking close to $10,000 just for that one part, and they're replacing it with the same part. So if you're bad luck and it just happens again, at what point do you just walk away from it? So I want to bring this to your attention. So if you have one of these, or if you're going to buy one, definitely get a warranty on it, because it doesn't seem like there's going to be any recall that's going to take care of you. If it was, then you wouldn't have anything to worry about, and they would fix it down the road. So something to think about, definitely, if you're going to stick with this brand. It doesn't feel like they're standing behind it. So I want to get your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Again, I hope everyone's having a great day out there, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks again, everybody.